This is the only guide you need to find and kill Rotjaw in Hunt Showdown 1896. With the long hiatus of all the 3 old maps and Mammon's Gulch with Hellborn exclusively running, they brought back Stillwater Bayou, revamped it a little bit, and also added Rotjaw back into the mix. Now, you can only find her in water around the map and around compounds, and as well, she is only on single bounty contracts. So if there's one main boss, she can be sprinkled in, but the percents for her to spawn is very low compared to Hellborn. If you're on Mammon's Gulch and there's a single bounty, there's a 100% spawn chance for Hellborn, but it is not like that over on Stillwater. Also, Hellborn can't be on any of the other maps at the moment as well. Rotjaw can't be on the new map, Mammon's Gulch and the water, so you don't have to worry about that. But also, if you want to see me play live, I stream over on Twitch at NOAURA TV, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and I will be doing a giveaway this weekend. Don't be afraid to go drop a follow at the top right of your screen. That's the link pinned. Go drop a follow and then come back and finish this guide. With that being said, let's get into the video. The boss icon for Rotjaw will only appear once you have damaged her or have found one of her traces. If you have not found one of her traces or damaged her in her lair, then you will not be able to tell if she is around you by going into dark sight and scanning for the color being white or red. So that is something to keep note of. Just know that you might be walking right past her and her lair might be glowing red for somebody who already got one of the traces, and you don't know about it and you might get shot in the face. So don't do that. Make sure that you get a trace if you can. Also, with Rotjaw, she is slightly different than Hellborn. He drops the burn traits. However, Rotjaw does not drop any traits. So don't be looking for any traits when you kill her, only the extra bounty token that Hellborn doesn't give you. She gives you 2, like I said. Hellborn only gives you 1. She does not get banished right when you kill her. You have to wait a small amount of time, and it is a lot less time than the normal boss banishes. So when you're in dark sight, the Rotjaw trace is going to look like this. Obviously a little different than the normal clues, and it's going to be spewing out straight up if nobody has picked it up, and it will let you investigate it if nobody else has picked it up. However, once you get it, it will spew in the direction that you are supposed to go. And somewhat, if you line up yourself on the map, you can kind of gauge about where it is. We're already obviously in the middle, and that means from here and over is where that Rotjaw is going to be. So we're just gonna follow it straight. Once we get in dark sight and we are close enough, the icon at the top left will start pinging a color or flashing a color, just like the normal bosses. You don't necessarily have to get the next closest trace on the way to finding Rotjaw, but it is helpful just in case you kind of went a little bit out of the way. So like I said, we're gonna get it like that. Pretty much the same exact direction, 105. We're going in dark sight, and we're not getting a color, so we know that we're probably not having Rotjaw around this compound. So we're just gonna have to keep going. So obviously we are now within the range because it is pinging a color, and that means that she is alive, and that it is white, obviously, just like the normal bosses. That means that nobody else is within her detection zone. Not necessarily her exact lair, because she has a smaller lair than her detection zone, but nobody else is within her detection zone. And since she is a wild target, she has a very big detection zone. I think the detection zone for the normal bosses is 50 meters. Then once you get close enough, you can start hearing her. And just like that, you should be able to see her right there. She used to be easy to walk up on and get like a dynamite like this and toss it over on them and do a good amount of damage. Or even if you have the big bundle, you can one tap her. But since they changed it, you can't really get close enough too easily without aggroing her. And if I step in this water, she's going to most likely start aggroing. So I'll try to see if I can get close enough to do the dynamite, I might be able to, because there's a large strip of water right here. And this is a good tactic to go to if you do want to kill her first. But like I said, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard just because she aggroes very quickly once you get so close. But right here, as you can see, I could do a decent amount of damage. That is her just listening. And once you get close enough, it no longer looks like the one on the right is a trace. The one on the left is a boss. When you get close to any of the bosses and the wild targets, it'll go like that on the left. That is a trace. But we are close enough to do some damage, so we're gonna cook it and wait till it gets slightly above her. Or shit, that didn't work. Okay, we did a little bit. That was kind of bad. I probably should have tried to get up a little more. And now that we're getting in, Rotjaw has 3 attacks. She can sometimes just stand or sit in the water like that. You can deal damage, shoot her, or do whatever you need to do. And I think it's 3, because she does like the really hard one that throws you down, and then she does another one. But you can obviously see her right here. This is an easy time to start shooting at her and doing damage. Now, one thing to note with Rotjaw is she will spew out this electric goo that if you stand in, it will completely deplete all of your stamina. If you have a stamina shot though, it will not. So let's go over her first couple attacks. The first one is where she just jumps up and takes a regular bite. And with every stab, she is going to shock me. And when that was the second attack that can completely put you on your ass. Here's another one that can completely put you on your ass and deals 125 HP. Here's another. Like I said, she will shock you. Her third attack is technically the same as her first one, where she will just pop out of the water and bite you. In this state, if you get close to her face, she will bite you, but it won't be as tremendous as her heavy attack. The key to killing Rotjaw is to go to the side of wherever she is winding up. So she's winding up straight there. I'm going completely to the left 90 degrees. She's going straight at me. I'm going completely to the left, and I'm coming back for melee. And since I don't have stamina anymore, as you can see, I'm completely out. Now this is, since she is half health, she throws all of the spew around, and it will completely take away all my stamina if I hit it. Or most of it. It does a very large chunk, and it doesn't damage you that bad. Another rule, make sure you're checking dark sight, so I know that no enemy players are coming up towards me. So since I don't have any stamina, now that noise is what she makes when she's about to pop up. And like I said, when she's visible, she can take, you can shoot her. I can't talk, boys. I can't talk. This might actually be a guide. So she's coming. That's her regular bite. And she didn't shock me that time. I don't think she always does, but on her normal attacks, I believe she does. But the main key you need to remember is when you go in here, it's very good to do it by yourself, because when your teammates are trying to help you, it's kind of hard to dictate exactly where she's going to jump towards. She did her big aggro, and I just moved to the side. There she goes again. That's her big aggro. Like I said, it'll put you on your ass and take 125 HP from you. Another note, when she hits half HP on her health bar, she will lose the cosmetic of the chains and the cage that she is stuck in. So we're going back in. She comes up for her heavy attack. Then I just move out the way 90 degrees of where she's at. Right there, go straight 90 degrees to the side. And each time, so she's coming, I go this way. Then I come back for the melee. And I am in her go, so I just would have been losing my stamina if I had any anyways. Any in-world melee is definitely more than enough to kill her. Like I said off the rip, if you can get close enough to her to throw your dynamites on her, you can one-tap her with the big bundle. Any of the throwables that are used with the aim helper are extended in the distance you can throw it with pitcher. It's a 6-point upgrade trait, and that actually does come in pretty clutch when throwing it at the initial Rotjaw state when she's on land. So this, her easy attack, and then she's just roaming. Like I said, you can shoot her, and then her heavy attack, just go out of the way when she does that, 90 degrees of whatever direction she's coming to, and you guys will be fine. Keep checking the color. Here it comes. And then this is her animation when she dies. Now they did change. Once you banish and are able to pick up the bounty, it will give you 2 bounty tokens instead of 1. It used to only be 1. Also, the banishing progress / timer is a lot quicker than the normal bounty tokens. Another pro tip that not a lot of people know, and this is with any bounty token. This could be very useful when you're going up to a bounty that is on the ground, or just in general. Like, let's say the other bounty was banished and the bounty is currently in this instance leaving to extract, but let's say they were at Blanchett and not moving, and it's been a while. I come across the map and I see the tokens and they haven't moved at all, and I'm curious. I'm like, are they just camping? Any bounty in the game, you can go into dark sight and see this very bright white light over the bounty token. Of course, you can see the bounty token on the ground, so that gives it away that it is actually dead and nobody is holding it at the moment. But my point to saying this is that you can, from a distance, detect if it is a potential trade that ended the fight for the bounty that you're curious about, and it will kind of alleviate your thoughts and pain of wondering if somebody is camping in the boss lair. So, as you can see, this is a pretty freaking far distance. That just tells me that the bounty is able to be picked up. It's a very good tip that not a lot of people know in Hunt Showdown. Now, once you pick it up, you're gonna get the same amount of dark sight, and it's gonna work exactly the same as a normal bounty. Obviously, I have 10 because I have Magpie and am a solo. Rotjaw is only found around the map, in the water, usually around the compounds, never in the compounds, and she is only on Stillwater, Bayou, DeSalle, and Lawson Delta. She is not on the new map, Mammon's Gulch. That is completely exclusive to Hellborn, the new wild target in the latest update.